Well, thanks for visiting us this morning at KTALnews.com. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces, and this is your Thursday morning forecast update. Really dodged a bullet last night as far as the thunderstorms moving through. We did have some strong storms south of I-20, but the expected hail and high wind really never materialized for us, which is obviously some good news, but we could see a few showers and storms out there late Friday, early Saturday. I'll get to that in just a moment, but today is definitely going to be just a mostly sunny, very warm day. This may turn into the warmest day that we've had so far in 2025. Do believe your highs will wind up in the mid to upper 80s. I have the record high in Shreveport at 88 today, also a record high of 88 in Texarkana, and I think both of those locations may come in just short of that record today, but will clear out pretty quickly here this morning. There go the storms just kind of falling apart as they move into Mississippi and Alabama this morning. And again, a lot of dry air coming in behind this front, so we have a few clouds to work through this morning, but it will be turning mostly sunny today, and your temperatures starting out in the 50s and low 60s. Coolest air in the Queen Valleys of Arkansas. They're a little colder as temperatures there in the 40s. But we still have that breeze out there with the sunshine and again a west wind today of about 10 miles per hour. Should send these temperatures into the low to mid 80s. Kind of similar to yesterday. We may be a few degrees warmer here, but given the humidity is lower, air is drier, I think there is some potential here that we could go up to about 88 degrees. So the records may not be safe today, as we'll likely see these temperatures pretty warm, courtesy this ridge of high pressure that's building in. So you can see the little dip in the jet stream. That's what triggered those storms late yesterday. We get the ridge of high pressure building in, buys us a couple of days of dry weather, and there's a very strong area of low pressure that's going to swing in here late Friday, early Saturday. So for the Arklatex, it still looks like we're going to avoid any major issues here as far as the storms late Friday, early Saturday. Can't rule out some storms here, especially early Saturday morning, that could potentially bring some hail and wind to the Arklatex. And then as far as Saturday, you can see we're still in that marginal risk outlook. There will be some storms that develop in the mid-morning here. May have to keep an eye on in Sabine and Natchitoches parishes, but it looks like the best ingredients for severe weather over the weekend going to stay well to the east of us. And if you do have travel plans, really need to keep an eye on this. The Storm Prediction Center, they have a bullseye of expected severe weather into East Louisiana, Mississippi, as well as Alabama, especially along that I-20 corridor of those states there. They're in that level 4 moderate risk, but again, there could be a very violent tornado outbreak there over the weekend. Here in the Arklatex, we should be just fine, but again, if you're traveling to the east this weekend, you will have to keep an eye on those storms on Saturday. So I can give you a look at that. Here's your Robbins Toyota Futurecast, which shows that ridge of high pressure moving over us and keeping us dry for the next few days. And there's that, again, strong area of low pressure that will trigger some storms late Friday that look to stay to the east of us, and there's the push of rain coming Saturday morning. I think we could wake up to maybe just a few showers or isolated storms on Saturday, but again, the expected severe weather will play out east of us during the afternoon and especially the evening on Saturday. And there's a look at your 7-day forecast for us. It's really spring taking over again. We will cool down a few degrees behind the front over the weekend, but again, after waking up to maybe a little rain on Saturday, we'll dry out for the rest of the day, and Sunday a little cooler in the 60s and 70s, but great weather for the weekend, and looking pretty nice next week, likely in the 70s and 80s. Have another cold front next Wednesday, slight chance of rain with that one, and we may cool into the 60s for a few days late next week.